Yo, my people, welcome back. Welcome back to the channel. And today we will be discussing some breaking news, shall we? Some breaking news. Breaking news is Gabriel has officially travelled with the Arsenal squad. He is physically with the group. He has joined the team ahead of the match. He is involved in the preparations. Oh my god. However, and this is the part that adds a bit of suspense, okay? A bit of suspense. Oh my god. The final decision on whether he will play or be included in the matchday squad will be announced tomorrow or today. Now, I know, right? So in this video, we are going to break down exactly what this means, why it matters, what it tells us about Arteta's thinking, and how it can affect Arsenal's entire approach against Brighton. Section 1. What we know so far. Let's start with the confirmed information. Gabriel wasn't guaranteed to be available this match. There were genuine concerns about his fitness, concerns about whether he'd even be able to travel, and questions about how serious his issue actually was. I'm not sure what that means, but the fact that he has travel in the squad tells us that something very important, which believes Arsenal clearly believe there is a real chance he can play. I mean, you don't bring a player, right? You don't bring a player into a squad hotel unless you think there is a genuine possibility they might be needed. But this is something clubs just do for fun. This isn't a PR stunt. This isn't just to make fans feel better. You know, this is a footballing decision based on medical assessments, tactical needs, and the importance of the match. Right? Why Arteta is doing this? Why is he doing this? And let's talk about Mikel Arteta's role in all of this, right? Arteta is not a manager who takes unnecessary risks, and we all know that. He's done that. He doesn't force players into a situation they're not ready for. He doesn't bring players into squads unless there's a genuine reason, like an emergency backup, in case people get hurt. But the fact that Gabriel is with the squad tells us a few things. I'm going to list them, okay? 1, he's getting closer to being fit than anyone expected. 2, the medical team has seen enough progress to keep him involved. 3, Arteta wants to give him every possible hour to recover in that meantime. 4, the game is important enough to justify his approach. And let's be honest, guys. Come on now. This Brighton match is absolutely massive. I mean, all know that. He's absolutely massive. And Arsenal cannot afford to slip up because their title race is tight. The top 4 is tight. And every single point matters. Arteta knows that having Gabriel available, even if it's just a substitute, could make a difference. And we all know that. But what does Gabriel bring? What does Gabriel bring? Let's take a moment, right? To appreciate what Gabriel actually brings to his football club and his Arsenal team. He's not just a centre back. He's not just a defender. He is a defensive leader of this squad. He is a defensive leader, people. He is the organizer at the back. He is the communicator. He is the one who handles the physical battles on that pitch. He is the one who wins the aerial duels. He is the one who brings calmness when the storm is on us, when we're getting pressed really badly. But without Gabriel, we lose aerial dominance in both boxes, our boxes and our opponent's boxes, which we need all the time. We don't have strength in one-on-one duels because Saliba's getting dropped, Calafiori's getting dropped, Timber's getting dropped, but we're also needing leadership and communication. And like we said in the recent weeks, there's no set piece presence. There's no defensive stability. There's no confidence in the high line. We're having to be forced back, right? And Brighton are that type of team that can punish you if your team is not fully settled. They can rotate constantly, they can overload the wings, and they can drag defenders out of positions, and they create chaos. They done it to us last season, but I think, yeah, we lost that one. But having Gabriel available, even if he does start, gives us all a boost. Let's talk about tactical impact, right? So let's talk about this Arsenal, how this could affect Arsenal tactically. Let's talk about, if he starts first, Arsenal can play their usual high defensive line. Yeah? Saliba can pair up with his natural partner back. Obviously, we want that because they're just too good at back together. And the fullbacks, Calafiori, Lewis Kelly, whoever, can invert confidence. The midfield can now push up higher. The press can, the team can press more aggressively. Now that we got some, yeah. But I want to talk about if he's only fit enough on the bench. We'll still have strong defensive options like we've had on the bench right now. That is a blah blah blah, etc. etc. He can be blah blah blah. But Arteta can then adjust the game if he needed to. Bring on Gabriel when we need it. It gives the squad stability. It prevents panic if something goes wrong in the back line. Let's be real. Brighton are dangerous. Brighton are unpredictable. Brighton are brave. Brighton are technically sharp. Brighton are tactically flexible in transitions. But having Gabriel available will change the entire defensive structure and will give Arsenal ball control. What if he doesn't make the squad though? What if he does not make the squad? Okay, let's talk about that. Now, look, let's look at the other possibilities. What if Gabriel does not make the matchday squad, even though he's there? Okay? What if he doesn't? It's not ideal, but it's not the end of the world. Okay? However, it will force Arteta into some big decisions this week. Today. Does he start Lewis Kelly? Does he move Timber into centre back? Will he trust the pairing mix? Will he adjust the system? Will he adjust the system? Listen, I'm not asking. I'm just. These are not small questions. This is exactly why having Gabriel travel is so important. It keeps every option open until that last sentence that comes out of Mikel Arteta's body mouth. But I want to talk about what this means for the game, right? This update tells us something bigger about Arteta's Arteta's an Arsenal master. It shows that, oh my gosh, I don't know why I done that. It tells us it tells us that we're taking it seriously. He wants his strongest, his strongest one available. He wants leaders back around the group. He wants the energy right, and he wants the team mentally prepared. And the players will feel that. Don't get me wrong. Seeing Gabriel there, Gabriel being there, even if he's not guaranteed to play, it lifts the dressing room and the fans there. It will raise intensity. It sends a message that we're going into this game with everything we've got, and we're coming for that. But that is the full breakdown. Yeah. News is Gabriel travelled the Arsenal squad. He's with the group. He's involved, and the final decision on whether he makes the matchday squad will be announced this morning. Well, this is a huge boost ahead of the Arsenal versus Brighton game, and it just shows how important this game is for the club, because it could be we're going up or we're going up. But let me know in the comments, should Gabriel start if he's fit, or should Arsenal protect him and bring him back slowly? Yeah, make sure you subscribe, drop a like, stay tuned. I'll be covering pretty much everything around the match tomorrow. Yeah, that's it from me tonight, and yeah.